Hey everybody, it's Chris Agos with CompleteVoiceover.com. And if you have chosen Audacity to record your voiceover auditions and your jobs, you have made a great choice. It's a really powerful little bit of software, but you definitely want to make sure your settings are correct. You know, the voiceover industry has a certain standard that they expect everybody to live by in terms of how our files are recorded and also the quality of their recording. And so you want to live up to that standard. Otherwise, you won't be able to play with the pros. So what I'm going to do right now is show you how to set up Audacity on a Mac to make sure that you sound great. Now, if you have a Windows machine, don't sweat it. This is going to look really familiar, and the procedure is likely to be almost identical. Now, the first thing I want to say about my version of Audacity is that it's an older version, so it may not look exactly like yours. But what I know won't look like yours is this top section right here with all the toolbars. And the reason it won't look like yours is because I've chosen to move these around in a way that I like them. So I don't think this is going to look exactly how it's going to look by default, especially if you've just downloaded Audacity and are looking at a fresh install on your machine. But don't worry, because you've got all these buttons and sliders and everything. So the first thing we're going to look at is this group of 4 drop-down menus right here. And we're going to start with the one all the way to the left, and that's where we choose our audio host. Now, I'm on a Mac, and so when I click there, Core Audio is the only option available. If you're on a Windows machine, that's likely to say MME, and if you're on a Linux machine, that's likely to say ALSA. Go ahead and choose that for Linux. But because I'm on a Mac, and if you're on a Mac as well, you want to go ahead and choose Core Audio. Moving to the right, we're going to select our mic input. So we have to tell Audacity where to get our microphone signal from. And right now, you can see that I'm using a Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 USB audio interface. I've got an XLR mic that's plugged into this interface, and I need Audacity to pull the signal from that. So this happens to be the only selection right now in this menu, but that's only because I don't have any other inputs connected. If you have a USB mic that is connected directly to your computer, that's going to show up here. If you have some other signal adapter, just choose the name that matches up with your adapter. Now we're going to move to the right, and we always want to record all of our voiceover jobs and auditions in mono mode. So we definitely want to have mono recording channel, only one channel selected. And finally, we have to tell Audacity where to send the playback signal. So we've got a couple of choices. We could send it directly to our computer's speakers, and that's this setting right here, the built-in output. I've got the signal sent out through the Scarlett 2i2, and that's how I monitor my signal, my playback. If you've got a set of USB speakers that are plugged into your computer, or you've got another monitoring system, then select yours. Finally, we want to go down to the lower left-hand corner here, and we want to look at our project rate. This is measured in hertz, I guess kilohertz, and the standard is generally 44.1. That'll do you just fine. So you've got an option to choose all different kinds, but 44.1 is going to be great. And right next to that, you've got Snap 2, a couple options there you want to select off. So there you have it. You're basically set up now to record voiceover. Now, one other thing I do want to mention is this slider, this set of sliders right here. This is the mic input level slider. So this is unavailable in my case because the Scarlett 2i2 is where I set the incoming level of the microphone. I'm not able to do it in Audacity because the Scarlett takes over that job. However, if you've got a USB mic plugged directly into your system, then it's likely that you're going to be able to play with this slider. And obviously, if you pull it down, you're going to have a lower input volume, so your voice is going to sound quieter. And if you push it up higher, then you've got a louder input volume. So as your voice goes into the computer, it'll go in at a much louder rate. So you may want to play with that just a little bit so that you've got an acceptable level when you're actually recording. And right next to it is the output level. So I can actually adjust the output level in this case, and if you want to keep it up way high, you can do that, or bring it way low. That is your decision to make. But let's go ahead and give a little test just to make sure we're up and running okay. This is our record button. I'm going to select it. And you can see we're recording, and as my voice goes into that XLR microphone, into the Scarlett 2i2, and into the computer, Audacity is picking it up. And when I stop speaking, there's nothing but a straight line. And that's what we want to see. I'm going to stop this right here. So, if you want to learn more about voiceover, getting started, getting some coaching, or learning how to interpret ad copy or deliver ad copy, anything like that, go ahead and give us a look at complete-voiceover.com. But for now, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.